Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. So by now you guys have probably watched a lot of other videos made by other finance people here on YouTube talking about how you shouldn't spend money on Black Friday and how you should just avoid all the hype and save all your money and become a true financial minimalist. And you know, I totally get that. I consider myself somewhat of a financial minimalist as well. In fact, I made that budget reveal video, which you should check out if you haven't seen that already. I'll post a link down in the description. So I made that budget reveal video, and if you watch that video, you can see that I don't have that many recurring expenses. I have a car, so that's pretty much my only like major monthly recurring expense. So by now, you guys are probably expecting me to make a video talk about how to save money and not spend on Black Friday, but I'm gonna flip it on you. I'm actually not gonna do that. In fact, in today's video, I'm actually gonna tell you why you should spend big on Black Friday if you have the means to. So I'm certainly not advocating for everyone to spend big. Obviously, some people's financial situation is different, so I wouldn't want you to like go into heavy debt or something. But let me make the argument that it's actually a good time for you to potentially invest in sort of yourself if you have the opportunity to do so. Wait, what? Really? Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about it. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention that the Q&A is still going on. So if you wanted to ask me a question, whether it be finance or personal or whatever, if you haven't asked your question already, please go to that video that I posted about the Q&A and go down in the comments and ask the question. And that Q&A will roll until Wednesday, November 25th. So yeah, be sure to ask the question if you haven't already, or you can just directly message me on Instagram or Twitter. So the links for those are down in the description. So anyways, back to the video. Okay, but first off, let's talk about the American Express Gold Card first. So you guys know I'm a big fan of credit cards and I like to collect credit cards. Yeah, I know I'm lame like that. You know, other people collect stamps or baseball cards, but I like to collect credit cards. So I just got the Amex Gold, which is about my 10th credit card actually. So if you're wondering what the other 9 are, here's the list. So you can check out the list and you can go ahead and pause the video here if you want. Now I'm going to go through each one individually just for time's sake, but I made a video on this a while back, so go check out that video if you want to find out about what's the best credit card to get in Canada or something. So regarding the benefits of the Amex Gold specifically though, well, it earns 2 points per dollar on travel, gas station, grocery store, and drugstores, and it earns 1 point per dollar on everything else. So, you know, if that sounds familiar to the Amex Cobalt, which I also have, by the way, that also gives 2 points per dollar on travel. But the benefit of the Gold is that you can transfer it to airline loyalty programs, which, as far as I'm aware, is not an option on the Amex Cobalt. So if you're wondering why I chose the Gold, though, over the Platinum, well, it's because the main benefit of the Platinum is airport lounge access, which isn't that useful right now because obviously we're traveling a lot less these days, and most airport lounges are closed anyways. So I feel like Amex Canada also as well really nerfed the Platinum reward welcome bonus by lowering it from 60,000 points down to just 25,000 points. So the welcome bonus is actually the exact same as the Gold card right now, which doesn't make that much sense in my opinion because the annual fee for the Platinum is, let's just say, significantly higher than the Gold. So by the way, if you're interested in either the Gold or the Cobalt, my referral link is down below if you want to help me buy a coffee or something and support this channel at no additional cost to you. So no pressure, you don't have to, it's completely optional, so it's up to you. As to why I specifically chose to get another card now, well, it's because I've recently just received my car insurance bill. So I pay my car insurance bill annually instead of monthly, which I think is a lot better if you've never tried paying it annually. And the reason for that is that not having a small additional payment every month really helps out with your cash flow, and it's just better from a budgeting perspective, in my opinion. So, you know, it's better to just have it once and done rather than break into small components and pay a little by little every month, you know, because that tends to pile up and add stress, right? So, logically, it's the same, obviously, right? You're still paying the same amount, whether you're paying monthly or annually, but psychologically speaking, I do feel that annual is better. But the downside of annual payments is that because you don't make it very often, you forget about it, and that's exactly what happened to me. So I got the bill from my insurance company, and the amount of my insurance came out to $1,787 exactly for the entire year for my insurance bill for my car, which if you break it down to a monthly cost comes down to $148.92 per month. So I've been told by some people that that is super high, and I've also been told by other people that that is super low. So like honestly guys, I have no idea. Could you leave it down in the comments below and tell me whether or not my bill is super high or super low? So anyways, I figured I can pay this bill using a credit card, and I can basically hit the minimum spend on the American Express Gold card and get the welcome bonus all in one go. Since the minimum spend on the American Express Gold card is $1,500 within the first 3 months, or something like that. Maybe I got it, maybe it's in the first 4 months. I don't remember exactly what it is. But this bill alone would help me push me over the top. But also I want to make a very important distinction though. So I'm not increasing my spending just to hit that welcome bonus, right? So meaning that this bill is something that I was going to pay for anyways, right? So if I didn't have the American Express Gold card, I would have used another credit card. And if for some reason I couldn't use a credit card, then I would have to use a debit card, right? So, you know, unless I wanted to like not drive, because it's mandatory here in Ontario to have insurance if you want to drive, right? So unless I just wanted to not drive ever again, I have to pay this bill. So, you know, I didn't increase my spending just to hit the minimum spend. So I could have paid for it using a debit card or a check, obviously, and I wouldn't gotten nothing back, right, if I had done that. So by paying with a gold card, I'm getting at least the typical 1 point per dollar, plus it enables me to get that 25,000 point welcome bonus, which at least is worth $250. It's probably worth more than that if you transfer it to airline rewards programs and things like that. So it just depends on how you spend the points. And also, I know I keep on calling the American Express Gold card a credit card, but it's actually a charge card, not a credit card. So if you don't know the difference, essentially with a charge card, you don't have a defined credit limit. So the way that it works is that if you try to buy something ridiculous, like ridiculously expensive with a charge card, it'll still deny you. But there's no like hard limit that they give you as to how much you can spend. And it's designed so that you have to pay it off in full every month, or else the interest is super high, right? So the interest starts at 30% as opposed to the typical 20% if you don't pay it off. So to me, this doesn't really make that much of a difference though between a charge card and a credit card, because I never carry a balance on a credit card for over a month anyways. So I've never paid a dime of credit card interest in my life before, and I like to keep it that way. So whether or not the interest is 20% or 30%, it doesn't really matter to me because I never pay it. And this is what I like to call the proper way to use credit cards, okay? So you should think of it as a way to milk more value out of the money that you're going to spend anyways, and not like a place to borrow money from. Because as I said, if you borrow money from a credit card or from a charge card, it's going to be like 20 or 30% interest. Now imagine if you just had an investment that paid you 20 or 30% per year. That would be like an amazing investment, right? So, you know, why would you give that type of investment to like the credit card company, right? Why would you pay that interest? It doesn't make sense to me, right? So this is a mindset that I want to promote on this channel, where you view like credit cards as a tool to add value to your life rather than seeing them as like evil loan sharks and whatnot, right? So for the vast majority of people, if you get hit with a bill of $1,800 unexpectedly, your first thought is, oh crap, this is so stressful. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Well, what goes on in my mind is that, wow, I can pay this with a credit card. Sweet. I'm going to get a new sign-up bonus on a new credit card for money that I was going to spend anyways. So you see where I'm coming from here? Whereas other people see a bill and they go, oh crap, this is just such a bad thing. I see an opportunity. So that's besides the point though. So back to our topic of Black Friday. So all the people that are telling you not to spend money on a Black Friday, I feel like they're missing part of the picture, right? They're missing an important point, which is they're ignoring the fact that not all Black Friday purchases are the same, right? So for example, if you wanted to buy a $100 designer t-shirt, are you really going to get $100 worth of value out of that t-shirt? You know, even if the original price was, let's say, $500 and now it's on sale for $100, so it's like 80% off, are you really gonna get like that value out of it, right? So chances are you're not gonna get that value out of that t-shirt unless you're like an Instagram model or something and you have to, let's say, dress up in a certain way to make a living. But other than that, other than like very special circumstances, you're probably not gonna get that value back. So on the flip side though, if you're thinking of buying something that will actually bring value to your life, in my opinion, you shouldn't be afraid to spend money. So, you know, Black Friday, when things go on sale, it could actually be an opportunity for you to pick up some great assets for undervalued prices. So, for example, if this wasn't for Black Friday, but for Amazon Prime Day, I bought this Razer Huntsman keyboard, and I have the box for it right there because the actual keyboard is back there. I'm not sure if you can see it. But yeah, I bought this keyboard on Amazon Prime Day and paid around $100 for it, which I thought it was pretty cheap for like a really good mechanical keyboard, right? So I gotta say that it's been a joy to type on it. I really enjoy typing on it, and I use it pretty much every day because I go on the computer pretty much every day, right? By the way, this video is not sponsored by Razer. This is just genuinely how I feel. So, you know, I probably should have waited though, because I just saw a deal on Best Buy for this Logitech G512 keyboard that's also mechanical, and it's for $30 cheaper compared to what I paid for the Razer Huntsman. But well, you're not going to be able to grab onto every single deal, right? The point is though, I want to talk about how you should think about how to invest in yourself, because I just see a lot of people willing to dump thousands and thousands of dollars into stocks that they barely know anything about, but they're not willing to put the same amount of money into themselves. Like, for example, why would you dump $1,000 into some random penny stock that you don't know about, rather than, you know, replacing your phone that might be dying, that might be broken, right? So let's just say your current one is dying. I think it's really worth it for you to buy a really good smartphone, right? Even if you have to drop $1,000 on a new smartphone, if you have the money, I think that you should definitely do it, because it's something that you're gonna use every single day, right? So it'll add a lot of value to your life. Let's just say you want to start a YouTube channel, for instance, right? It's probably worth it for you to spend, let's say, $1,000 on a really good camera. So, you know, you might not become very popular, or you might not make money for a really long time. And also your channel could also fail, right? So even in that case though, even if your channel fails, at least you still have the camera, versus if you bought $1,000 worth of some penny stock, they could go bankrupt and you could lose 100% of what you put in, right? The money is just gone. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't buy stocks. Obviously buying stocks is what we talk about like 90% of the time on this channel. But I'm just saying that there is such a thing where you can overdo it. So think about what you're doing when you're investing in stocks. You're entrusting someone else with your money. All right, so you know, at the end of the day, you're letting someone else control your money. But from time to time, it might be better off for you to entrust yourself with your money. And on days like Black Friday, you know, when things go on sale, it could be an opportunity for you to pick up undervalued assets at discounted prices. So it's pretty much the same principle as buying stocks, right? So you want to buy undervalued assets, whether it be stocks, houses, or just a really good keyboard. So my recommendation for Black Friday is that before you buy something, you just gotta ask yourself, am I really gonna get truly a good value added to my life if I buy that thing? And also, is it truly undervalued, right? Is it truly undervalued because of the sale compared to what the regular market value is? And the answer to both of those aforementioned questions is yes, then just go ahead and buy it, right? If the answer is no, then don't buy it. It's just as simple as that. So yeah, I'll leave the video here for today. Be sure to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing if you like this series. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, links down below in the description as always. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.